All right, here we go. We are live, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me. I am really excited to have so many of you joining me live tonight. You know, the whole reason that I actually started this journey was because so many coaches had signed up for the Self-Paced Academy. And there are coaches where like, I see your name come through in my email, but I don't actually get to talk with you. And so you know, I don't get to see how you're doing. I don't get to strategize with you. And I'm just excited to be able to talk with you tonight and get to know you a little bit better. So for a while now, I have actually wanted to work with you guys more closely. So to see you equally as excited and joining me live tonight, I am just so thrilled. And I also realized that you probably aren't as excited as I am. The anticipation for me, the fact that I finally get to show you guys what I have been working on since last November, when this idea first came to me, I am really excited. I hope by the end of tonight, you guys will be just as excited as me, but I fully expect that right now, maybe it's more curiosity than excitement at this stage. So let me start by giving you a quick rundown of how tonight's going to go. So I'm going to start by sharing with you what the mastermind is all about, how it's structured, what to expect, all of that. I'm going to share with you where this idea came from. I think that that is really important for a number of reasons. One, because you might be launching an idea soon too, and I want you to sort of see the thought process behind things. And even just going live tonight, like I hope to demonstrate, I hope you learn some ideas for a live launch that you might do as well. I'm going to tackle a few details such as how payments would work, the commitment level, the overall flow of the mastermind, that kind of thing. I'm going to answer some of the questions that were emailed to me, and then we're going to do a fun and quick little celebration after that. And then at that point, I'm going to stop this recording. And for those of you joining me live tonight, I'm going to deliver a training and a lesson all about pricing your services. So it is my thank you to you for joining me live and showing up on the call tonight. So the first part of this will be recorded, so you'll get a copy in your email tomorrow. So if you miss something or you can't write as fast as I talk, which I understand is sort of a common problem since I talk really fast, you will get a copy of this in your inbox. The second training, though, about pricing your services is not going to be recorded and provided after the fact. So if you've got questions, let's make sure we get those covered while we're doing that training, okay? So I want to start by welcoming coaches of all levels and all stages in your business growth. So we have had so many coaches go through the Academy, and I know you are experiencing varying degrees and level of progress. So you likely each have different goals for your business. I've talked to many of you when you were thinking of enrolling in the Academy, and I know some of you, really your goal is just to forever do it part-time. Some of you want to be career financial coaches and have it be your livelihood. And some of you want to have a team of coaches under you, and you want to have that massive reach and actually train other coaches. So no matter where in that career path your goals land, you're likely going to experience the same growing pains and process of growth as everybody else, okay? So we're not talking about where in the career path you are. What I wanna do is just take this opportunity to very quickly describe the stages of growth that most of us experience. The first one is just starting out. So at this stage, you're gonna wanna listen to some of these characteristics and see which one of these stages you identify with most, okay? So at this stage, just starting out, maybe you've met with one to two clients, or you've done it as a hobby up until now, or you've just recently heard about the idea of financial coaching. Your head is probably spinning at this stage. It's like there's this whole world you didn't know existed, and now that you've seen it, you can't take your eyes off of it. Everything is new though, so you're likely realizing just how much there is to learn about financial coaching. You might be thinking that the idea of coaching seems so simple. I know for me, what I thought when I first started was like, I'm just gonna meet with people and charge $50 a session, and there won't be much structure to it, and that will be so great. It'll be awesome, right? And then you start diving into the Academy and you realize that there is so much more to it than that. I know that that growing pain that I experienced was pretty painful with that realization. At this stage, imposter syndrome usually looks like Do I need more knowledge on personal finance to actually call myself a financial coach? Or I wonder what people are going to think if I say I want to do this, or I wonder what people will think of this idea, or who am I to really say that I can help people as a financial coach, right? Also, at this stage, you likely think to yourself, you want to be a financial coach, but you don't yet consider yourself one fully. In other words, you don't quite identify with that title, although you'd like to. So that's a little bit of where that imposter syndrome comes from. You don't really like stand proudly and say, I'm a financial coach. You sort of like, I want to be one, right? Like it's a little bit of hesitation there. But at this stage, you're excited and eager to dive in. So the second stage after just starting out is improvising. You quickly move into this stage and you're trying a whole bunch of things to see what sticks. So typically at this stage, your ideal client isn't totally formed, but you're getting a rough idea of who you want to help. You might have a few business processes in place, but chances are you're making a lot of tweaks and a lot of edits as you go. So there's a lot of tinkering at this stage and you're sort of flying by the seat of your pants. Everything feels a little random. And you're trying a lot of things to see what sticks. You can't really say you have systems in place yet, because while you've put some things in place, you don't actually know, or you haven't had enough steady clients coming in to prove if these systems are working fully or not. At this stage, it's like trying on a bunch of outfits to see which one fits you best. You might also feel like you're doing things because Kelsa said to, but you really have no idea if it's actually going to work. You help people, but some of them are so not a good fit for you, and you're still figuring out what kind of coach you want to be and who you want to serve, and sometimes that's a painful journey. Things definitely feel pretty clunky at this stage. Nothing is fully formed or refined, from your marketing messaging to your onboarding systems, but you're actually just really happy to be helping people at this point. You're still learning a lot at this stage, and it kind of feels as if there's so much work yet to get done. Chances are you have more to do than you actually feel done at this step. This stage is all about messy action, and imposter syndrome is a major challenge at this phase because you don't necessarily feel super confident about anything you've created just yet. So these two stages can be really overwhelming, these first two. You likely don't know where to start, what to work on first, or what to work on next. And if you're not careful, and if you don't find the support and guidance to move forward, you may just stay right in one of these two stages for a while. The third stage is traction. So in this phase, you've started feeling more comfortable with feeling imposter syndrome, and you've probably adopted this sort of like fake it till you make it mentality, which is good. That's kind of what you want to do, right? I want you to actually adopt that sooner, but it's normal that it takes a little while to get there, where you feel comfortable with discomfort. You have some systems, and you might even have some that feel easy and routine for you to implement, like maybe your scheduling software or the flow of your first few client sessions. So you're starting to gain some traction, but you still feel a bit reactionary with your approach. You can have a bit of a squirrel mentality at this stage because you want and have to do so many things yet. I see some people shaking their heads like, yep, that sounds familiar to me. Unlike the first two stages, where you probably need to complete certain things in order to actually help people, like before you can help people, you have to get some stuff done first, right? Like maybe a scheduling software. This stage, they're all things you want to do, but none of them are urgent, and you could help somebody tomorrow if you really had to. You might also be starting to help people that are just outside your sphere of influence in this stage. So a stranger gets referred to you, and that is so thrilling and exciting, right? I remember the very first time somebody brand new came to me and I didn't know who they were. It's starting to feel like a business, although you're not as busy, and it's not quite as structured maybe as what you would like. You don't have enough clients coming in from what you would enjoy. You've gotten better at identifying the people you might not be able to help or who aren't a good fit, but it still happens every once in a while because you're still learning. You've started calling yourself a financial coach at this stage. So that's one of the good things. Even if it doesn't feel entirely true every day, you're still identifying with that title. You realize that while things are good and you're gaining traction, if you want to coach more people or leave a job or make more money at this, you've got to be able to do even more. But again, that squirrel mentality can creep up big time at this phase, and you're just not sure what to focus on first to make that growth happen for you. That is the traction phase. And I can see some chats coming in. I'll read those in just a second. I'm going to ask you guys what stage you think you're in just a moment. So that might be what I'm seeing over there. I'll click on it in just a second here. The fourth stage is experienced coaches. So this is the stage where coaches, you feel like you're thriving and you're feeling more confident in not only your systems, but also your skills, because everything has become a bit more dialed in. You've got some systems in place, including prices and programs, maybe names for things, business cards, marketing materials, and may even feel like a good business you've got going on. But there are some areas of your business that are really not existent. And because of those things, you likely can experience some self-doubt every once in a while. It can be really easy at this stage to focus on all the things you don't have in place yet, instead of the hard work of what you've already built and all the really great things you have in place. Experienced coaches often wonder if what they have is really sustainable. Is it real, or is this just a house of cards? So will something happen next week or next month, and this business that I've built isn't really strong enough and long lasting? You can kind of have that nagging feeling as an experienced coach that you're sort of waiting for the other shoe to drop, and you just wonder if it's all going to come crashing down. You're busy with your business and you're making good money as a coach. You're busy, but you have to work really hard to be busy. So you're likely exchanging time for money. In other words, if you don't work, you don't get paid. And if you're not careful, you can reach burnout in this phase. You can reach burnout in all of them, especially if you feel like you've put in some work and then it didn't really pay off, or if you feel like you're trying something over and over again and you're not gaining that traction. You can reach burnout at any phase, but believe it or not, burnout can actually creep in here the most. You realize there's only so much more you can do and you've reached a glass ceiling. You could do this for a while. It's fairly comfortable. So a lot of growth in this stage is more about mindset or up-leveling what you already have versus adding more. You likely have started outsourcing or automating some tasks, but you're probably still pretty hands-on with some of the administrative tasks that you're just not sure how to have someone else do for you. And it just seems easier for you to do it yourself versus train or delegate or outsource it to somebody else. All of these characteristics in the experience stage can lead to a feeling of guilt or frustration. And then you feel guilty for feeling badly, because remember, like in some of these stages, really what you're shooting for is this stage. You think like, this is what I'm after, is this, I just want to be a full-time experienced financial coach. And so then you get here and you're still maybe a little frustrated about pieces in your business. And then you feel guilty for feeling badly. You know, you really want to feel more grateful at this stage and you just don't know how. In this stage, really what a lot of people desire is that you want to take things from good to great, but you're just not sure how to do that. The next category is chasing mastery. This stage is all about the finishing touches, the refinements and the up-leveling needed to create total mastery in your financial coaching business. It's less about fixing things that are wrong and more so about making good things in your business great. And not just sometimes great, but consistently and repeatedly great. Like, you know, the system you have in place, you can duplicate it and it works time and time again. That's what this category or this stage is all about. In this stage and also in the experience stage, you're likely making decent money as a coach, but experienced coaches are going to be working much harder to create that revenue than coaches who are in the chasing mastery phase. In this stage, you also have help and you're able to delegate. So you're much more focused on being the face of your business, the coach to your clients. You know what your zone of genius is, and you spend as much time doing what you love and as little time doing what you don't love as you can. Okay, so you're very clear on what those things are, and you're removing yourself from all the things that you know someone else could do better and actually enjoy it way more than you. Where in some of these earlier steps and these earlier stages, we're doing things ourselves because we kind of have to figure out what we like and what we don't like and what's going to work and not work before we can actually delegate that to somebody else. Okay, we don't always know in these earlier stages, what am I going to enjoy about this business? Do I like the marketing side? Do I like the onboarding process? Do I like the Facebook live videos, that sort of thing? And so we're really trying to figure all that out in the improvising stage. But once you're in Chasing Mastery, you know what those things are, and you're routinely getting rid of all the things you don't enjoy. Also, at this stage, you're getting lots of clients, consistent results. You know who you serve, and you serve them really well. You have a steady stream of clients, and you have great relationships with referral partners. You've achieved the initial goals you set out to accomplish, maybe even exceeded them, and you're setting newer and more challenging goals for yourself and your business. Things feel easy in this stage, even if they're not perfect, okay? This stage can also feel very lonely, just so you know. Like, no one else really gets the struggles that you're facing. So in this stage, you're still working toward the total mastery level. In mastery, you have massive impact and your life feels balanced. You feel appreciated by clients. You love what you do and your clients love you. You're getting clients consistent, amazing results. At this level, you are a financial coach and helping people, but you actually have a greater reach than just the clients you help on a daily basis. In this stage, you are probably more of a thought leader. So you have talked about what you do in a way that gravitates to a certain person, and no one else can talk to them the way you can talk to them. Okay, you can take a vacation and not worry that's going to turn into a bad week or a month as far as revenue goes. You've got a fully scalable financial coaching business to the point where maybe you've helped thousands of people take control of their finances by leveraging your time, your expertise in profound ways. That's what I mean. Like, you are a thought leader. Like, you found your own ways of putting a creative spin on whatever it is that you're an expert in. That could look like a bunch of different approaches. So, or a combination of, other coaches working for you, group programming, corporate wellness programming, a membership program. These are just a whole bunch of different ways that you could essentially have bigger reach. In the mastery stage, you build a business that can run without you, but you're also hands-on, not because you have to be, but because you love what you've built and you want to continue nurturing it. In other words, if you guys remember back from lesson 1 of the Academy, you've reached Kelsa's trifecta, the name that Michael coined that from lesson 1, if you remember. The whole design of that is that you are having a massive impact on people's lives. You're making an income that you want to be making, the one that supports your goals and dreams for your own life, and your cup is being filled by the work you're doing. You love the people you're helping, so you feel fulfilled and satisfied. And that is sort of the ultimate goal that we're all going for, right? So I want to hear from you guys. I'm going to open up the chat here. I think I can do that. Yeah. Which growth stage do you see yourself in right now? And I see there's a whole lot of these comments coming in. So let me see if I can fly through these. Tell me which one you think you're in, though. Niana says, fake it till you become it. Oh, I love that. That's good. Oh, yeah. The squirrel comment amused me. If you reach a glass ceiling, use a hammer. I'm definitely at the just starting out phase. Okay, so Amanda's in the just starting out phase. The imposter syndrome struggle is so real, further emphasized by other people's comments to my choice of starting this program. Her dad. Anyone else get this reaction? Advice on dealing with the well-meaning but rather discouraging family and friends? Yes, I am so sorry to hear that. It happens, I think, to all of us, if I were to guess. So, I think consistency and showing up and sort of like adopting this mindset. I know this is my approach, is like, oh, you don't think I can do it? Well, let me prove you wrong, Ben. Like, that is sort of like, that fuels me actually. So like, I actually want to prove them wrong. Believe in yourself and remember the feeling of why you signed up. Let's see. Oh, lots of comments about imposter syndrome and family. And somebody saying, I was a financial coach 50 years ago. My mom was a financial coach 50 years ago, and she told me I would never make any money doing this. Oh, God, Mama. Anyway, well, we are proving her wrong, aren't we, Renata? Okay. Let's see. I've learned to block them out. Good. Let's see. Let's scroll down and see. Oh, Nadine, will you just wait? She says, I want to jump from improvising straight to mastery, okay? I'm actually going to touch on that in just a second. Let's see. Catherine says, I'm just starting out. Let me see. Improvising. We've got, so here, let's see. This is like the list now of where you guys are at. So traction, improvising, just starting out. Traction, great. I'm just starting out, but I do have business cards. Yes. Traction, that always feels so official, doesn't it? Like it's so exciting. Lots of traction, just starting out, between 2 and 3 from the bottom. So that's improvising and traction. Some days experience, some days traction. Yeah, I'm going to touch on that too, Sherry. I totally get that feeling. Let's see. Lana says traction. Amanda says, I feel like I'm between just starting and traction. Awesome. So yeah, not too many experienced yet, but that's okay. We're going to get you there. That's the goal of the mastermind, just so you know. Kelsey, that is totally my mentality. Somebody says I can't, then I will try harder. Yes. Okay, good. I'm at improvising and enjoying the ride up, Nadine says. So yes, that's good. I have had to learn to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, enjoy the growth, that kind of thing. So let's see. All right, so we're going to keep going here. So I'm actually going to build on these stages in just a second, and I'm going to tell you how the mastermind is 100% designed to move you from one stage to the next in a steady and precise fashion. Because one thing that I've learned, you guys, is you cannot skip the stages. Okay, Nadine, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. I know she was just teasing anyway. And you can't go from just starting out to mastery, and you can't go from improvising to suddenly chasing mastery overnight. And yet, I have seen, I have witnessed, I have coached many of you who certainly do try to do that. I know you do. We've had questions like, how do I, create my active campaign and my onboarding and all of that, or like my newsletter nurture sequence, and you don't have an opt-in yet, and you don't have a website yet, and that kind of thing. And I get it. It's so exciting to see what's possible from other financial coaching businesses, from myself in the academy. You've seen the end result of what I've built and all of the pieces that we've figured out. And then you try to go from just starting out to chasing mastery overnight. We want that for ourselves so badly that we try to shortcut through these phases. So keep in mind that these growth stages and moving you through each one in a precise and clear path is the foundation of the mastermind, which I'm going to roll out to you in just a few minutes. But first, I want to just very quickly share with you, why I decided to do this, where this idea came from. I think it's important to share with you where certain ideas or business programs come from, since many of you will find yourselves launching new ideas, I hope. I hope these explanations help you to see where my creative juices flow from. And I hope my delivery tonight gives you some ideas for your next launch, whatever that may be. My goal is always to lead by example and not do everything perfectly, but hopefully give you some ideas for things that you want to do too. So for those of you who don't know, the Financial Coach Academy was designed as a live course. I wanted it to be interactive. I wanted to work hand in hand with other financial coaches. I wanted to help them apply the concepts in the course. I wanted to strategize and brainstorm with financial coaches. I wanted to coach you on the step to take next in your business, or what a good milestone is for you to reach next, without getting confused by all the things you feel you should or could be doing. And I really thought when I launched the Academy 5 years ago that I would help 20 coaches at a time, because that has always been the cap that we allowed in the Live Academy. So I thought that I would help 20 coaches at a time, a few times a year, and that would be amazing, okay? After the first year or two of doing the Live Academy, future coaches started asking for a self-paced option. And it was for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they just couldn't make the times of the live training, or an accountant would say, I can't do the spring or the fall because of busy tax season, so I want to do it over the summer. When I'm slower, can I just do it at my own pace? So we launched the Self-Paced Academy, and at the time, as foolish as this now sounds, I thought maybe we'd have like a few people a year, sign up for the Academy, the Self-Paced. So you can imagine it was a total surprise when registrations started coming in, almost one per week for the Self-Paced Academy. Not only have we had 20 coaches every round of the Live Academy since the second round, which has always been our cap, but we've had 165 coaches enroll in the Self-Paced Academy since it launched a couple years ago now, which is crazy, right? So I want to hear from you, because I know we've got a whole bunch of coaches on the call. So tell me in the chat really quickly, let me do a quick roll call. Are you a self-paced coach? Are you from a previous Live Academy? Or I know some of you have actually done both. So tell me, you can say both too. Wow, you guys are fast typers. Okay, lots of self-paced. We've actually done so many rounds of the live that it's actually about split 50-50, the same number of coaches in the live as we have the self-paced. So, which is pretty fascinating. So live, self-paced, spring 18 live, yes. Let's see, both. Yes, good, okay. So it might be a little more self-paced, which, is fine on the call tonight. It might be close to 50-50 though, I'm not really sure. So pretty good group of people. So awesome. And I really, it's such a beautiful thing. And in one sense, I feel so grateful. And I am so honored that each of you chose to dive into the Academy when you did. So let me just start before we dive into the mastermind, the flow of that. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this journey that you're on. I hope you know that I do not take that lightly. I take it very seriously. I consider myself blessed that I have found two passions in my life, coaching clients and then coaching other financial coaches. So I truly appreciate you letting me fulfill my passion. And I also want to say that after a little while, seeing these emails come in, maybe one a week, where I was notified that another coach had enrolled in the Self-Paced Academy, and seeing the name of a person that I know I might never have a chance to talk with or help or be hands-on in their business with, it is just one of those things that over time started to actually make me sad. And I grappled with that for a long time, because again, I have people kind of in my ear saying, you should. And people would say to me, Kelsey, you have passive income. That's amazing. Why would you ever change that? That's what everybody wants. You should feel grateful too, right? And then I felt guilty for wanting even more. So the reason that I started to feel guilty or sad is ultimately because I know, you guys, that this stuff, it's not easy. I have lived that success path, okay? I have felt the growing pains of every single stage. I have hung out for far too long. Sorry, this goes so fast when I hit the next line. Okay. I have hung out for, far too long in a stage simply because I didn't know exactly what I needed to do to get myself out of it and into the next stage. I have felt overwhelmed by all the things I need to do. And at times I wasn't able to tell which one of those things is most important and what I should be spending my time and energy on. I couldn't figure out, of all the dozens of things I needed to do, which one of those was going to have the biggest impact on my business at that time. I have spun my wheels working on the wrong things too, especially early on in my business. I have invested time, money, and energy into creating a system that was far too advanced for where I was in my business because I felt like that's what I should have been working on because somebody told me that's what I should have done. I have had all the self-doubt and the imposter syndrome that you guys are experiencing. I've had it in a fierce way too. And I have questioned whether or not all of this was really worth it, or if it wouldn't just be easier if I went and got a job, right? Like I've had those doubts along that journey because it is hard. There's a ton of growing pains. And I know so many of you can easily experience those same things. And it's not because the content of the Academy isn't clear and you don't know what to do. It's just you don't know which order to do things in. And actually working through that, there's an emotional reaction, a mental reaction. We grow as people when we start working through our business stages. And it started to kill me knowing that I had not set up my business in a way to provide the support, encouragement, and step-by-step process to all of you in your business. Even the live Academy coaches would ask, how can we keep this going? And I'm not kidding you, literally every round of the Academy, coaches would ask for it not to end, okay? If you're in the live Academy, you probably know that to be true. So when I launched the Academy, I didn't know 5 years ago what this would look like. I didn't know what support each of you would need and how I could provide that. Just like you don't know what your business and life will look like exactly 5 years from now, okay? So the mastermind was born out of a desire to be more hands-on with the financial coaches who do the Academy and who are working through their stages of growth. So let me share with you how each month is going to be designed so you can see if it's a good fit for you, and we'll dive into that. So the thing with the stages is that they're not cut and dry. You can have one area of your business where you feel really confident. You have got it dialed in and you feel really experienced. And then you can have another area where you feel like you're completely winging it, you're guessing, you're using trial and error big time. You are totally in the improvising stage for that piece of your business. So let me give you an example. Some of you have a general idea of who you want to help. So when it comes to your niche or your ideal client, it's not super refined just yet, but it's a good start. You think you know what they need help with and why they're hiring you, but you don't feel really clear or super confident on all the thoughts that go through your ideal client's mind. You're not super crystal clear on what their biggest fears are, their greatest desires. Your marketing maybe isn't totally in alignment with all of those things because you don't have them figured out precisely just yet. So you are just starting out with your niche, okay? And you aren't going to master your niche in 1 month, okay? Again, we can't skip stages, but you could slowly start to further define your niche. And you can and should work to grow and strengthen your niche until you achieve mastery in that area of your business. But even if you don't have your niche figured out precisely, you might have your onboarding systems dialed in. So maybe the tech side of things, the automation, the process side of your business is a strong area for you. You not only have a clear onboarding process that is easy for the client and you to follow, but you've got some automation set up that goes along with that. You revisit your onboarding process and you've continuously strengthened it. You have small and meaningful ways throughout the onboarding process where you surprise and delight your client. So in that area of your business, you've absolutely achieved an onboarding process that other coaches would love to have. And you've reached onboarding mastery. And these two areas, for some of you, could actually be reversed or flip-flopped. You could actually be a coach who feels like you're improvising in both of these. Or you could be a coach who is in the traction stage for both of these. And of course, depending on where you are today, that will absolutely determine the steps that you should take this month in order to improve that area of your business. So if you are just starting out, the steps that you need to take to make progress on your niche are very different than a coach who has traction on their niche, but they're looking to define it to the next level even more. Okay? So the goal of the mastermind is to help you move forward step by step along those stages of growth. Not skip a stage, not jump ahead and then regret it later, but determine exactly where you are and what you need to do in that area of your business to make progress that will work for you. Okay? These different areas of your business, you are going to come to lovingly call them growth zones. So they have a name in the mastermind. They are called growth zones. I have created 24 different growth zones. They include things like your niche and your onboarding. So those are 2 of them, but also your referral relationships, your social media marketing, your program design, sales conversations and conversions. Maybe your signature presentation will be a growth zone. Those are just to name a few. Each month, we are going to choose a new growth zone. So all of us in the mastermind are focused on making progress in the same area of our business for that month. Okay? So here's what to expect. Each month, you will start by taking an initial assessment. This assessment is a series of yes or no questions. Based on how you answer, once you hit submit on the form, you will automatically know which stage you are starting from for that particular growth zone. So you're going to answer a bunch of questions, and when you hit submit, based on your answers, it will automatically be able to tell you which area you are in. Okay? It is really important that we know your starting point. Okay? So after everyone takes the initial assessment, we're going to kick off the month with a monthly roll call where everyone gets to share and celebrate their starting point. And this is important. No matter where you are, we want you to feel really proud of the stage you are in. No matter what, it is likely that that stage you're in has already required a bunch of hard work, a lot of time, a ton of energy, lots of effort to get you there. So we should all proudly announce, I think that's a good idea. 1 second. I see your message, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm going to make you a co-host so that if you need to mute people, you can. Good suggestion, my dear. Thank you. Thank you for having my back on that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So the monthly roll call, we're all going to proudly announce where we're at. And yes, I am going to be participating too, because you guys, there are some of these growth zones that I am not at a mastery level at, and I want to be, gosh darn it. Okay. So I am going to be participating right alongside you. After we do the roll call, each of you will receive specific action steps for your stage. Where so much confusion and overwhelm comes from is trying to put a step in place or work on something that is way too advanced, and really some foundational steps need to be completed first. Sometimes these foundational steps are actually much simpler to put in place. They're not as complex, and they're exactly what you need for that stage of your business. Remember, you can't skip a growth stage. Not without that coming back to bite you later. So the assessment will help identify exactly where you're starting from, and then you're going to get precise steps to work on over the course of that month to hopefully move you to the next growth stage, but in the right way. Okay. Throughout the month, then you will be working on your action items. We will all be part of a private Facebook group where we can share challenges, ask questions. I'll provide feedback and support, and overall, you will feel totally clear on what you need to be working on and receiving help along the way. I'll also be doing some live Q&A calls in the group where I help you and answer your questions if you're struggling, okay? I thought about pulling up my Facebook right now and showing you guys how many notifications I probably have, even though I was on Facebook about an hour ago before I hopped on this call. It's probably a lot. Sometimes I log in and it's like 89 notifications or something, and it can get really hard. As much as I love to answer and give feedback in Financial Coaches Unite to self-paced coaches, it can also be really hard and overwhelming because there's so much activity in there. Where this group is going to be, where we are all together, it's going to be a smaller group, and it's going to be so much easier to give you guys my attention. Finally, at the end of the month, after you've worked hard on growing and improving and strengthening that growth zone, you are going to reassess so you can see if you've made progress into a new growth stage for that particular area of your business. In other words, hopefully you're going to see that your hard work that month has paid off and you're making progress even if you're not done yet, because let's be honest, we're never done, right? Like the hard work is never totally done. But the idea is that you can actually see, quantify, and it's tangible to you that you have made progress that month, and you can feel really proud that the steps you took were exactly the steps you needed to take. So the goal of the mastermind is to make steady, specific progress each month in your financial coaching business in a very specific growth area for each of us. And it is also designed to eliminate the overwhelm and confusion of what should we be working on next or what needs my attention, all while collaborating with other driven financial coaches. So I want you guys to imagine really quickly what it would feel like to know exactly where you are in one area of your business. Then knowing exactly what steps you should take to grow and strengthen that area. Not the coach next to you, but you. Imagine surrounding yourself with other financial coaches who are sometimes further along than you are, and they're supporting and encouraging you. And other times they're further behind than you and they need you to show up for them. Imagine getting feedback from me, my team, and others who know this business and the unique challenges that we financial coaches face. Imagine not getting distracted by all the things you should be doing in your business. And imagine how amazing that could feel compared to the confusion or overwhelm of going at this alone. Before I dive in to some of the more technical aspects as far as like billing and timelines and all that jazz and like how this is actually going to work, I really need to hear from you guys right now because this has been my baby and I just rolled it out to you and I need to know, can you see it? Can you feel the possibility of just what this can do for so many financial coaches? And in the comments, please tell me, how excited are you right now? There's so many messages coming in with lots of exclamation points. Yes, you guys, cheers. I have champagne. This is the second time this year I drank champagne, by the way. The second time. The first was my book launch. The second is right now. I'm not even a big champagne drinker. I also have a glass of wine, so I am technically double fisting it just a little bit right now, but I will not finish them all while I'm on the call. Okay, let me read some of these just because I am so excited. Someone says, gosh, Kelsey, I have to make another decision. I am so excited for this. I love how you bring us together to lift each other up. Yes, so exciting. Kelsey, this is so freaking incredible. Yes, hell yes, 10,000%. Totally, yes, I'm excited. Yes, I can totally see how this could really propel me forward. I might have added a totally to your sentence, sorry, to your comment. I'm super excited. Such incredible work developing this. Awesome. Can't wait to be a part of it. Take my money. It sounds amazing. I hope I can afford it. Let's see. Yeah, baby, bring it. This is awesome. Oh my God, you guys, you're going to make me cry. Seriously. Send me the sign up link. I love this. Awesome. Let's see. This does sound great, but I'm so just starting out, and there are definitely some aspects that are more crucial for me to up level than others. Absolutely. I don't need to work on onboarding. I need to know how to get someone to even book a money 101 session. So working on the same thing as everyone else month doesn't sound like it will help me. Stay tuned, Catherine. There's a little bit of a twist that I'm going to roll out in just a second. It looks amazing. Awesome. Okay. Yay. I'm so glad, you guys. I was a little nervous, a little excited all at the same time. So thank you for sharing the love with me. Okay. So let me give you some of the details now on kind of how this would go. I know you guys are curious about this. I want to make this quick. I'm going to answer some questions that were sent to me, but I do want you to know something first. I will be sending out an email tomorrow with this recording. In the email, there will also be, a bunch of links, a link to my calendar where you can schedule time to talk with me, ask any questions you have about the mastermind. We can talk about your hesitations, your concerns, that kind of thing. I'm going to tackle a bunch of questions right now, but if you have more, I want to respect everyone's time on this call. So let's try to talk via phone if you've got more that I don't handle in the next section. And if I hear the same questions a few times as I start doing those calls, I'll send an updated email or post about it in the group. So please don't worry, we will get your questions answered. I promise. I don't want anybody to dive in if you have questions or hesitations kind of thing. So let's dive into some of the deets. Okay, so first the start date. 8/1. The mastermind technically is going to start on August 1st. So August is the first month. So we of course have this weird time between now and then. We are closing, sorry, I don't know why I'm just not good at this. Okay, I need more champagne, I think is what it is. Okay, we are closing. I see you guys laughing at me. You can laugh at me, it's okay. I wet my whistle with some champagne really fast. Okay. We are closing enrollment a few days prior to that, so please don't wait until the last day or anything like that. We really want to make sure, since this is the first time we're doing it, we want to make sure everyone's in the group, everyone's onboarded, so that on August 1st, we are go time, okay? So we're going to close it a few days prior than August 1st. Early enrollees. So this is directly associated with that question or that comment about I don't know if I need to be working on the same things as everybody else. If you are one of the early enrollees and you're in the Facebook group early, we're going to be doing a survey where you get to vote on the growth zones that you want us to focus on first. So we've got a bunch of them done, but we want to make sure that we add as much value to you guys as quickly as possible. So if you don't want us to focus on niching or onboarding or referral marketing or any of those things, then you're going to get a chance to vote on what is a priority for you. Okay. And we're going to try and obviously serve as many of you as possible with that. Okay. Also, if you are doing the enrollment in the mastermind, this is not a rolling opening, just so you guys know. It is only going to be open twice a year. In January for a February 1st start, and in July for an August 1st start. That is going to be the same every single year. So if you don't join this round, that's okay, but you can't join a month later. You're gonna have to wait till the next time it opens. Our goal, the reason we decided to do that, a few reasons. One, we don't want to focus on selling the mastermind every single month. We really want to be able to pour into the coaches in the mastermind and focus all of our attention there and in serving you guys really well, and then opening it a couple times a year. The other reason is because we really want you guys to get to know each other really well. We want you to start to see the same people every month, really get to know each other and be able to lift each other up and support each other. Okay, so we don't want it to be where people are hopping in and out every single month. Last but not least, about the start. we launched the 21-day challenge today, so you might have seen that email. You probably saw some people talking about it. On there, one of the things you can do to get points is to enroll in the mastermind, for those of you who that applies to. If you enroll tonight or tomorrow, it will still count towards your challenge points. So we did not want, if you're excited, we want you to jump in, and we didn't want to be petty about the date that you enroll versus, the 21-day challenge and whether or not it counts. And if you do both, it counts. Just know that. So it doesn't matter when you enroll in the mastermind, it will count for the 21-day challenge if you're doing that. So you have no reason to wait. Let's see. What are these points? Got to get those points. Oh, the 21-day challenge. You earn points by doing certain activities for your business. And one of those points, you can do certain things like listen to a podcast or share something that you've created, make 5 phone calls, that sort of thing. Take care of yourself, take a day off. You get points for that too. And the idea is that one of them is that if you enroll in the mastermind, you get some points for that. So just know, even though the dates for the 21-day challenge are technically in July, you can enroll tonight in the mastermind and it will still count. You can still give yourself some points for that. So price. I did send this in the email, but for those of you who, I know it was a long email, I tried not to do that, but the future price after this round will be $199 a month or more. In future rounds, we might raise that, but I think where we're going to go for the second round is $199 a month. As a founding member, your price will be $129 per month forever. And essentially forever means as long as you stay in it, and as long as the program exists. So if that's 5 years from now, you could still be paying $129 a month. A founding member is any coach who joins the mastermind this round. So once registration closes, the price will go up. This is also something that I did for the Academy, you guys. So when I first launched the Academy, I gave a really big perk to any coach that did the very first round. And I encourage you to do the same thing for any of your programs. So I fully realize that I don't have any testimonials to share with you guys about how awesome this program is going to be. I don't have proof that this is going to be amazing. I 100% believe that it will be, but I also know that each of you are going to have to take a bit of a leap of faith and sort of trust me that this program is going to be great. And so my thank you to you for taking that leap of faith is a locked in price for as long as you stay in the program. It is a monthly fee, but you can cancel at any time. Your enrollment, this is a little weird, so I just want to make sure I explain this part. Your enrollment right now, so as soon as you go to enroll, it's going to charge you $129. That is going to cover you for the first month. So that's going to cover you for August. So if you enroll today on the 18th, it is not going to charge you again on July 18th, okay? After that, everybody's recurring charge will happen on the exact same day, which is the 30th of the month. So you will pay your $129 on the 30th of August, and that will count towards September. So as long as you don't cancel by then, it'll just be a recurring charge. We've got instructions in there on how you cancel. We're trying to make that as easy as possible for you. So if for any reason something pops up and you need to bow out, it's a very easy thing to do. This isn't something like a gym membership where you have to send a written letter, typed, notarized, send it, return receipt requested from the post office. This is not anything like that, I promise. So you will pay today or whenever you enroll, which will cover August. And then on August 30th, you would pay again for your September mastermind enrollment, okay? Now, we are sweetening the pot a little bit. So we're also offering founding members an annual membership. And because that is a super big leap of faith, to know that you are trusting me to deliver tons of value in a program that you haven't even seen yet, I am giving you 2 months free. And if you choose this option, it will always be available to you. So it will never be offered again. In the future, what we are planning to do is offer an annual option, but it will likely have 1 month free if they do an annual option, not 2. So if you choose this option now, this also will be locked in for life for you. Okay, so as long as you stay in the program. And I know a couple of you emailed me about an annual option, and I actually wrote you back and told you that there would be 1 month free. So I hope you are listening and you are pleasantly surprised right now, because we decided to really sweeten that for everybody, or for our founding members, I should say. Okay, so commitment. You can cancel at any time, like I said. My hope is that you are making such amazing progress each and every month that you see the value and you want to stay. But I am going to work hard to deliver on that promise. That is my job, okay? Your job is to show up, put in some hard work, experience that growth. You're not going to get your action steps if you don't take the assessment at the beginning of the month, right? So, and then there's still gonna be work that you have to do during the month, but hopefully you feel inspired and motivated and driven and super hyper focused to work on that, because that's exactly what you know you need to do. One of the questions that I got in my email was in regard to if this is a program you complete and then you're done. And the design of this is such that you could actually be in it for a very long time and continuously make progress. So let me explain why that is. Let's say we do program design 1 month and you're in the improvising stage of that growth zone. You work hard that month to grow and strengthen your program, and you're able to, by the end of the month, move to the traction stage for that area of your business. Now, program design as a growth zone could actually come back around 6 months later, or a year later, or 2 years later, and you still might be in the traction stage. And your goal that month, even though we're repeating that growth zone, is to move to the experienced stage that month. Okay, so in other words, you can repeat a growth zone a few times and still be making progress or taking action. And this is also why, just so you guys know, this is why we saw this as more of a monthly membership option versus a course or program model, because it simply fits better, okay? So imagine how long it could take you to reach mastery level in all 24 growth zones. I have not even done that myself yet, and I've been doing this a long time, okay? So keep that in mind, that every month you can continuously feel challenged. I promise you that. So there are also some special treats that we're adding. One of them is a quarterly backstage pass. So with this, I'm going to be going behind the scenes on my business. We might record a team meeting and share it with you guys. I'll give you a tour of my office or my house or something crazy like that, but there's going to be a whole bunch of things that I've never shared with anybody before, and we will only deliver them in the mastermind. We have some special celebrations for anyone who hits mastery in any of the growth zones. So if during that month you're able to hit that, we're going to have some pretty groovy things for you. We're gonna plan some periodic virtual happy hours where we all get on and just socialize and chat and get to know each other better on a personal level. And we're also planning some backup plans, you guys, depending on the number of coaches who join. So I am in a program right now, and while the content is great and the material is good, there are over 4,000 members in this program that I'm in. And honestly, I've posted a few times and like my posts are lost. Like I don't get answers. Like it's just one of those things. I have no desire for that to happen for any of you to feel the way I'm feeling right now with that program. Nadine says, is this run 100% via Facebook group? There's going to be some things inside of the course platform every month, like action lists and the assessment. We're going to share some of those in the Facebook group. Most of the sharing and the questions and the feedback will come from the Facebook group. But the material and the content, like action lists and assessments, those will all go inside of the course itself. So great question. Let's see. Will the people that join in February be in the same mastermind group as us or a separate group? They'll be in the same one. So it'll be like we open it up. There'll be some new people. We'll do a big welcoming party, just like we're going to do for this one. We're planning those types of things where everyone gets to know each other. You get to share a little bit about who you are and where you're at in your business, what your goals are. And we'll do the same thing again 6 months later. The truth is, when it comes to size, is that we don't know exactly, how many coaches will enroll. That was a question that I got. I'm honestly not worried about it, and I want you guys to know that. One reason is because this is only open to Academy coaches. This is not open to everybody in the Facebook group or anything like that. This is only open to those who have done the Academy at some point. And we just haven't had enough coaches go through that to make it so that, like, even if 100% of you enrolled, I still think we could handle that, just so you know, and I don't think that's going to happen, okay? I'm not worried about this program launching too big too soon, but please know that I always have like a plan B and a plan C. I've got contingency ideas. I have a whole team on deck ready to rock and roll if needed. Some of those ideas look like we might partition it into smaller groups based on stage and that kind of thing, where you break out into breakout sessions, yada, yada. But please don't worry about that. We've got that covered. We're ready for it if it happens. I don't think it will, but we're ready for it if it does, okay? Oops. Also, we have some special surprises for coaches who achieve mastery. I know I said that before, but I consider that to be a really big deal. That is something we're all striving for. We are going to celebrate the hell out of you if that happens. I just want you to know, okay? So I'm pretty excited about some of those things. So let's see. I know some of you replied to my email, and I just cannot even tell you guys, it was so awesome to see. I truly wish for all of you that you launch something that you've poured your heart into, that you've put a lot of effort into, and you get some of the responses that I received. So I want to say thank you, and I just want to share some of these with you guys. Really and truly, I am so thankful. I feel just so excited, and it really helps to launch something that feels scary, right? Something brand new, knowing that you guys sent me some of these messages. So these are quotes. So I'm reading from your emails, so you might recognize your response. One person said, take my money already. Another person said, don't make me wait until June 18th to find out more. I'm so excited. Another person said, lately I've been feeling like I need additional, regular, and consistent accountability, so I'm interested in this. Another one, I am so excited about this group. I have stood in my way in the past, and I am going to do my best to get out of it this time. I love that conviction. I can't remember if I RSVP'd yet. This person actually RSVP'd twice. So I am so excited about this training. I can't wait. That's okay. You send me that kind of message, you can RSVP as many times as you want. There were a lot of like, this is amazing. Another person said this could not have come at a better time for me. I am 100% on board. You count me in, girl. Let's do this, Kelsa. Another person said this is exactly what I've been looking for at this point. So of course I am super excited. I would love to join right from the beginning, so I will be there on June 18th. I'm really looking forward to being a part of this. I am super excited for this. I'm loving the self-paced, but definitely want to get more time to speak to you and other coaches. I am so excited for that too. I'm really looking forward to that. Another person simply wrote back and said, very short, sign me up. I'm in, this is awesome. BTW, I will consider the pay in full annual option, so keep me in mind when you have that piece worked out. Hopefully you are on tonight and are feeling excited about that option. I really see this as being something that will benefit me in the long run, and the timing of it couldn't be more perfect. And then the last one, I'm very excited to hear more about this. I think it might be the thing I need to go with the Self-Paced Academy. So all of this excitement, you guys, I wanted to do something that I have never done live before. I'm actually going to invite you to enroll right now on the call if you are ready. So I made a cool poster for my wall, and everyone who enrolls is going to tell me tonight that you've done it. I'm going to write your name on a colored Post-it note. I've got a whole bunch of different colors here, and your name is going to go on my wall. And I'm going to keep this on my wall, so every day and every month, the names of the coaches in the mastermind who I am so excited to serve each month will be front and center in my office. So I am putting right now in the chat the link, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what it looks like really quickly first. So when you click on that link, the landing page will come up and it looks like this. If you're ready to enroll and you want to do the just $129 a month option, you can click right here on I'm ready, and it will automatically take you to a cart where you'll pay $129 today, and then again, not again until the end of August. Or if you scroll down, and I want to make sure you scroll a little ways, there is this pricing option section. Do not click on the $199 a month. Don't click on that. That's for people after you, okay? You can choose the $12.90 a year, so that will give you 2 months free. You're in it for 12 months, and then it will renew again at the end of July of next year for an August start. And then, or you can choose this button as well. So if you choose the $12.90, it'll take you to your checkout. And again, the $12.90 is right there. So I am going to stop sharing my screen. You guys can go ahead and enroll, and here's the thing. I either want you to type, if you do it, I want you to type, well, you can say I'm in. I think that's what somebody just said. Just enrolled, you guys, I haven't even finished telling you yet to do it. Oh my God, this is so incredible, I could cry. Okay, so I was gonna have you type growth zones, baby. I thought that would be pretty funny if you typed growth zones, baby. But you can also type I'm in. You gotta give me a second to catch up. I gotta write some names down, and I'm gonna put it on my wall. And I'm even gonna turn, are you guys ready to see my crafting skills? Are you ready? Let me, oops, not that one. Let me pin my video here. Okay, let's see. Okay, just a second. Here's my wall. Do you see it? This is it. This is the extent of my creative skills. Okay, this is all I got for you. So I am, can you guys see that okay? Can you see my, this is it. This is all I got, okay? This is the extent of my abilities. I am going to look up and just write down some names. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, Jamie. You are number one, Jamie. Look at that. You're the first person. You wrote so fast. Laura, done. Yes. Oh my God. This is incredible. Okay, 2 people. I'm stoked already. Okay, David. I wrote yours. David SP. David G, are you on? I think you're on. I want you to know, I think this is hilarious. So you guys were both, oh, he's not in.
No, David had to go.
Oh, bummer. Okay, never mind. I'll tell him that funny story later. Okay. Let's see. Niana, and I hope I am pronouncing your name right. My beautiful friend. I hope I am not, I get called Kelsey all the time. I'm just sort of used to it. Okay, Tanya. Amanda. You guys like my colors? Okay, Amanda. I'm gonna have to rewrite some of these because my handwriting is gonna be so hideous, and I want this to be pretty. I'm gonna look at it for a very long time, so I need it to be pretty. Julianne, yay! I should have you tell me if you do the pay in full option. I'm going to put a little asterisk on it or something, or a year. Renata says, I'm struggling to find the year option. So on the landing page, just scroll down a little bit, Renata, and it'll say $12.90 under pricing options. I'm going to keep going, and then let me know if you still need help. Comment again. Amber, I want to turn on my video to shout it, but I'm putting the baby down. I can't wait to see you all in August. Ah! Okay, oh, sorry, I don't want to wake up your baby. Okay, Nakia. Oh, I need to change colors here. Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. Brittany, yes. whenever I see people that, you know, self-paced coaches, and I didn't get to know you, and I want to, and I am just so excited. It makes me so happy. This is like everything that I wanted. Growth zones, baby, if it makes you feel better. Of course it does. Let's see. Michelle, growth zones, baby. Yay, what color do I want to do? I need some more pink, I think. Pink. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. What day and time are the sessions? So a lot of the stuff in the group, the assessment, you working on things, you're gonna get your action list, that's all going to be automated. So you can do it anytime you want. If it's the first of the month and it's 11 o'clock at night and that's when you're working on your business, you can do that. All the Q&A calls, masterminds, it's just gonna be random. I'll try and announce those well in advance so you guys can plan. But I'll be answering questions all the time in there anyway. So the Q&A calls will be more for the questions that I get that maybe need longer explanations or it's harder to type out a response. Dorinda, woohoo! Yes, girl. She wants one of the retreat spots too. She doesn't want anyone else to apply. Add my name, I'm in. Woo woo. Christine, thank you. Let's see. Yes, Sherry, absolutely. So Sherry, you are in. I will ping you afterwards. Renata, 1 year. I hope you guys don't have babies sleeping. Okay, I'm putting an asterisk on that one. Oh my God, you guys, I wasn't expecting to get this whole thing full. Let's see. Done, Nadine. Yes, did I already put you on there? I thought I did. No. No, okay, Nadine. With an asterisk. Ah! I don't believe it, you guys. I'll tell you, I was so nervous to do this. I'm in, Julie M. Yes, girl. Christine, done. Full year paid ahead. What? Big asterisk on that, baby. Let's see. I hope I'm not missing anybody. I'm trying. Okay. Julianne, you got an asterisk. Where's your note? Oh, right there. Yes. Okay. Brittany, growth zones, baby. Yes. This is so awesome, you guys. Seriously, I could cry right now. I probably will cry when I hang up. I'm kind of on a cloud 9 right now, but oh my God, pulled the trigger full year. I need this. Heather, you are amazing. I know this is scary. I am so excited for you. We've had so many conversations, and Heather, I got you, girl. Okay, I got you. I promise. Casey, yes. Let's see. Okay, Sherry, I gotcha. Let's see. Yearly. Ah! Okay. Let's see. Oh, Sherry says she's gonna do the year. Where'd your note go? Okay. Oh my God, you guys, I'm dying. Okay, Selena! Wait, Susan, I'm missing some. Wait. Okay, wait, Adriana. I should have had somebody else here to write Post-it notes. I wasn't expecting it, you guys. This is a really good problem to have. I hope you all experience a similar problem that I'm experiencing right now. Susan. Adriana did a year. Susan. Got to talk to my hubby about it. I get it. I don't want you to do anything that is going to affect your relationship. You got to talk about things. It's a big deal. But she says she's in. So we know who wears the pants in that relationship. No, I'm just teasing. Selena. See, I don't think I wrote yours yet. I got ahead of myself. Selena. I'm running out of room, you guys. What a good problem to have. I need a bigger sign. Let's see. Laura says, just got to talk with my hubby about the full year. I totally get it, Laura. Let me know tonight, and I'll take pictures of me putting your names on here, I promise, okay? I'll even maybe videotape it or something. Still have to talk to my hubby. Oops, it just went down, okay. But this seems amazing. Also watching your dream come true right now is making my heart soar. Mine too, thank you, Nicole. Chelsea says, I'm in. Yes. And David G is in. He messaged me, so I'm going to put him up there. He already let me know. Let's see, Chelsea, I got to review my money situation, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to join for the full year. Awesome. Need that accountability. I have to go soon, but I'll be sure. I'll see you all in August. I will actually, I'm going to record the pricing training since this is taking a little longer than I expected, which is a good problem to have. But I'll record that, Amanda. I want to make sure you guys who are live tonight get it, so I'll send that out to you. In for a year, Cynthia, you were the one that I told you it would be 1 month free. I hope you are pleasantly surprised, my dear. Oriana says she's in. Oriana, okay. You guys know I'm a terrible speller, right? Okay, talk about zone of incompetence. Okay, let's see. Seeing you excited, that belief we all have in you is bringing me close to tears. I love this tribe, me too. Dorinda says it's not letting me enroll. It says my email address has already been taken. Well, I already put your name up there, so maybe you did already enroll. So we'll get you taken care of.
Elsa, I had to log into my account because I was getting the same error.
Oh.
So you have to actually, Dorinda already has an account with you. So I just logged into my account and then I took my credit card.
Everybody on the call tonight should have an account because you've all done the academy. So that's the only people on the call tonight. So yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was a step. So Dorinda, let me know. David says you'll need a new wall by the end of this. I think so. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think we got everybody. Thank you so much, you guys. I am like stunned and shocked and in awe and thrilled. I am going to cheers all of you. Hopefully you are excited about August. I am thrilled. When you enroll, which you already did, you are going to get an email that invites you to join the Facebook group. So hop in there. It'll be a little quiet for just a little while. And then we're going to do some like a welcoming party and that kind of thing. So you guys will get to know each other. We're also going to post that survey. So keep a look for that where you can vote on the growth zones you want to see first. That way, if you're, giving this a month or two to try it, let's make sure that the growth zone we choose hopefully gets you the most bang for your buck. So let me share my screen again with you guys. Just 1 second. Oh, so many things on my screen. Okay. Thank you. I'm so glad I put this slide on there. I wasn't sure if I would need it or not, honestly. So I am so just like, I am gonna like, I don't even know what to say. I'm incredibly thankful to all of you. And I want to be really clear on something. Let me say this. I am thankful if you just joined me live tonight and heard this idea and heard it out. I am so thankful to those of you who dove in and decided to enroll tonight. That is amazing. And it's got me super fired up to deliver even more value come August. I'm thankful to those of you who are maybe planning to join, but you're just not sure when. You got to talk with somebody. You got to look at your budget. I'm a budgeter. I get that. I support you in that decision. And to those of you who are interested, that you are supporting us, but you, for any number of reasons, just now's not a good time for you, please know, like, I understand, I support you. I still love you no matter what, okay? So really quick wrap up of this section. Look for an email tomorrow, like I was saying, with this recording, as well as the link to schedule time to talk with me if you do have questions about this before you decide to enroll. I totally understand. Join the 21-day challenge. It's going to be going through the month of July. So for 21 days, obviously in July, it could give you great momentum going into the mastermind, which will technically start on August 1st. Okay. And you just earn points if you enrolled. So join me next for the training on how to price your services. I'm going to stop the recording and then I'll restart it for that one. That way we can send out 2 different emails. One thing I would love to ask you guys to do is to share in the Financial Coaches Unite or the Self-Paced Coaches Facebook group. Take a moment tonight, maybe tomorrow, share what you thought of this idea. If you're excited about the mastermind, share that idea. There are a couple 100 people, who did not join us live tonight. And you posting will really help them. Think about the fact that, like, they're going to get an email with a video, and it's probably going to get lost in their inbox. And we want them to experience a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, so that it motivates them to at least watch the video and make sure that it doesn't get buried, doesn't get lost in their emails. That way they can decide if it is a good fit for them. I can pretty much guarantee we will have people come August 3rd email us and say, wait, I didn't know about the mastermind. Can I still join? And the answer is going to be no. So it truly is a hard cutoff, and we want to make sure that they stay on top of it and they look at it and all of that, and don't miss out. So it's okay if we create a little bit of FOMO for them, right? So thank you everybody so much for joining me for this section of tonight's live.